so big deal tonight. Sitting with number 10 wide receiver for Slippery Rock, Millie Raye. You've seen him on SportsCenter. I know I have. But it's all self-made. He's doing his own moves on the field. Literally, your own moves, Millie. The Millie spin. The hashtag Millie spin. I've used it myself. What's going on, dude?
Nothing much, man. Happy to be here.
I'm happy to have you here, too. That's so incredible. This has to be just such a huge surprise and transition. But at the same time, you're earning your spot. What? Before we get into the backstory, because I know every great athlete has a backstory, what is it like seeing yourself on TV now? I just got to ask.
It's inspiring for me. It's everyone's dream to be on SportsCenter, and for me, it just shows me how much I've improved over the years, and I'm ready to keep spinning.
Keep spinning. Hashtag Millie spin. Keep using it. So where are you from? Are you from Pittsburgh?
Yeah, Pittsburgh, PA.
Okay, so you grew up playing football.
Yep, in my neighborhood, Garfield, PA. Grew up, Little League, started when I was 4 years old, playing for the Garfield Gators. Love football. Played basketball as well for the Gators, Gator Classic.
You're playing here. You played at Slippery. You're still playing at Slippery Rock, or you did?
Sir.
Okay, cool.
Played, last semester I played.
Cool.
After the football season, so yeah, they're looking for me to come back as well.
Might be spinning on the court,
right? Whatever it takes.
Damn. Okay. Well, that's cool. But I mean, so you grew up playing football, and did you always want to play football? Or were you just a big athlete since birth?
I played a bunch of sports: football, basketball, ran a little bit of track, wrestled, volleyball. So I've done it all, but the two sports was football and basketball. Them are the sports. I played baseball too, but football and basketball were the sports that I really loved. Like, I felt like it was more than just a sport, more than just having fun, even though it was the funnest time of my life, as it still is. So, yeah, I feel like growing around those two sports, being raised, everyone, that's the sports that everyone talked about, everyone loves. That was on TV the most, so I stuck with that, and I kind of just tailed after that, and I always wanted to do it big in either sport.
Now, growing up, did your parents or friends ever say to you, "We know he's going places"?
Yeah.
Now you're there. Right. Yeah, now it's hit. Yeah, right. It's all paid off.
Right. It's crazy. Growing up, I heard that a lot, that, you were going to the NFL, you were go to the NBA and stuff like that, and you was going to do it big. I kind of took that positive, but, grain of salt, because there's a lot of work that needed to be put in. But, yeah, I'm here.
And now, putting the work in, when did you start to realize, if you ever did, that football is now becoming something that you are just having full focus on? And basketball too, like you said, you loved playing basketball.
I'd say sophomore year in high school. Freshman year, I still played Little League football, and that's when my dad told me that it's going to be your last year playing Little League football. So what's your next move? Are you going to continue playing for the school? And then I really thought about it, and it was like, yeah, I love this sport. Why not do it on another level and have more success?
That's incredible. So then after high school, you started Slippery Rock. I did some back research. You got redshirted. Now, can you explain a little bit like what that is, what that means?
That redshirt process?
Yes.
There's two views of a redshirt. And the first view that people may see it as he's not ready or he's not good enough to play his freshman year. Me, in my position, we had a lot of talent coming out. My freshman year was a lot of competition, and we were stacked. You know what I mean? So for me, it was really a blessing that I actually had the chance to redshirt. I would not regret redshirting because it made me so much better. We compete against the first defense just like on Saturdays what other teams do. I gave them my all. They hated me because I was making plays even on them. So, but I feel like the process really grooms you into to the speed of the next level, because it's a lot faster in college as it will be in the NFL. But I think that red shirt really gave me a boost.
And that was more so giving you the opportunity to further your training.
Oh, yes.
Kind of like a mold?
Yep. We lifted and conditioned more than the actual travel squad, because, they were in season. You do more maintaining. Us, therefore, they wanted us to get stronger, bigger, faster, and that's what I did. That's what they helped me do.
Wow, that's incredible. And now, do you feel that, looking back on when you did get redshirted, here you are today, going to keep saying it on SportsCenter, spinning on the field, making moves, scoring touchdowns. Do you feel that it's all kind of like a process? It was all really, it was for a reason.
Definitely a process. Definitely from day one stepping on that field, is basically you can be as good as you want to be. The more work you put in, the more you'll get out.
Wow. And, that's true, too, because, like I was mentioning to you earlier, I've interviewed guys who did go on to play in the NFL, and I got to ask this question. When you're on the field, do you think about anybody else watching you? Do you care what anybody else is thinking?
No. All I care about is getting the ball, making plays for my team.
That's it.
Yes, sir. I never think, like, any chance I got at getting the ball, I never think about making a show-off play for fans or any of that. All I see is end zone when I get the ball, and I don't want to settle for first downs or none of that. I'll make as many moves as it takes for me to get to the end zone.
You're just power hungry.
Yes, sir.
And that's a big thing, too, I feel like, that there's, like, a big difference. People that you see who are trying to do trick plays, trying to do, their own type of deal only to impress, that gets noticed in the wrong reason. And then you got a machine on the field, somebody who's just hungry for it, like yourself, barreling through people. That's the people who really end up, the person who really ends up getting noticed in the end.
Yes, sir. That's how it comes out. You see the players who play for the team, and you see the players who play for themselves.
And where did all that, kind of team aspect come from with you?
As soon as I've always been a team leader, I like to say, well, that's what teammates and coaches see me as. Captain of high school, captain in Little League. I've been a captain for a lot of teams. And my first year here, the reason that really pulled me and draw me to Slippery Rock was the brotherhood, what we have. And leaders don't create followers. Leaders create more leaders. And I feel like this is the team that actually does that. And with my role being captain of this football team, is also what I'm trying to pass down to the younger players, that the more leaders you have on a team, the more people who are accountable for their actions on and off the field, that the team is going to take the team as far as they can go, possibly, when it comes to a standpoint of just the little things. If you can get everyone to buy in and be all in to the program, to the organization, to the goals you got set forth, then that's what really makes championship teams.
And that's an excellent quote, too, that you said. Leaders make more leaders. Not only are they leading, and I never heard that, but they make more leaders because you're molding somebody else, like you said, the younger generation, into taking your spot once you're gone.
Yes, sir.
Now, to jump into the most recent news, SportsCenter and your plays on the field as of right now. The first spin was with Eastern Kentucky? Kentucky State, okay. So you guys are playing a good game in the beginning, and that was just wild whenever that happened, whenever I saw that. Because that was literally like you had just went right through a gap. Like as if it was like a movie where that action guy's, trying to get through the wall that's closing. Well, you got through that wall. Yeah, you did not sweat it whatsoever. But I got to ask you, where did that all come from? Because that was incredible.
Well, basically that spin move it can keep me moving forward. As far as jukes, just like cut moves, upfield moves. I mean, after I got the catch, 2 defenders, slowed the one down, seen the one coming downhill. I had to split them to be able to keep going down the field. I was pressed against the sideline, so an inside move was all I could do.
Had to split them. Bam, man. Oh, sweet. That is gnarly, dude. But when you were doing that too, though, have you done that move before?
Yeah, I've done it before, but not like that.
Not like that. Oh my gosh. So when you initially did that, did it even think like when you were running? Did you think, okay, I got to do this move?
No,
it just happened.
It happened. It was that instant second where he came downhill. I hit him with a spin move, and it was. I couldn't believe it myself when I landed the spin. And I was whoa, and then I just kept running into the end zone.
I would be whoaing too, man. That would be insane. But what was it like even, did you even know after the game that was going to be on SportsCenter?
No, I didn't. People were saying top 10, but I'm like, I didn't know it was that big of a play.
And then it was on top 10.
And then it was.
And is that, something that even kind of makes you wonder as if, did you ever think that the cameras that were at that game were cameras that could possibly get sent to ESPN, SportsCenter, to the big names?
No, I didn't. I didn't think that play was gonna go as far as it did. To me, it was just a great football play. You know what I'm saying? And then I looked back after the game, checked, and seen that it was on SportsCenter. It was just an amazing feeling.
I was about to ask, what was going through your head? Were you like, is that me? Yeah. Is that me on there?
I don't think anyone watched that play more than me.
Oh, wow. Well, it was a great play. Yeah, it was an awesome play, and it was insane. And then you came back, and you did the spin again, only to get on SportsCenter again. And then you did it again towards the end of the game to score a touchdown. That's insane. That is it's amazing. And, what was going through your head there? Now, did you start to even realize, though, you wanted to perfect the spin, or was it just another move that you were it was just going to hit you when it hit you?
Basically, it's just a move that I say I'm comfortable with. You know what I mean? A lot of people are uncomfortable with spinning away from the play because you can also get hit that way. It can be a great risk, but I just feel comfortable with that move, and I know when to use it. I got the right feeling, the right cut moves. I can tell when the defender's coming and when it's going to work. So.
And what's up with that move, though, too? Because, you're not the first person who I've heard say that. When I was growing up, I was, played Pop Warner, and there was a kid who would constantly spin. It's funny as it sounds like that. Not like spinning like just randomly on the field, but he would constantly spin. And my dad would always tell me, that he's able to, almost like flick off the tackler because he is spinning. So, but then you go ahead and you say that could be a big risk too. You could get clobbered coming around the corner, right? Coming around from that spin, like bam, you could get hit. So when you're doing it, how do you not know if somebody's going to, get you, or can you read it?
I read it. Know the situation I'm in, especially when reading a defensive coverage, how many defenders will be, close to you or near you in the position on the field. And like the first one, I knew there was only 2 defenders. And the second one, there was 2 defenders again. And then the last one, I knew that there was just the safety coming down. I was in the middle of the field, so. Wow.
And what was it like when the second move, waking up again? Did you think? Let me ask you this though: after you did it, did you think that this might be on SportsCenter again?
Definitely thought that.
You did.
After the second time I did the spin move and it was a longer touchdown, I thought, this may even be better than the first one. So.
Well, it's funny as you say that. I was there with some of your former players, and right after you spun, You know Brett Crenshaw.
Yes, sir.
He ran right over to me. Like, he was like, Millie's going to be on SportsCenter again. He just spun again. And we were like, oh, my God, this is going to be wild. And then it happened. And then you did it again, only to score the touchdown. So I got to ask, what's next for you? You know, I mean, now does this motivate you to train even harder than what you were training before?
Oh, yes, sir. Definitely. It's like the more you do, you realize that you can always do more. So now that I've reached this level, I need to put my foot on the gas and try to even get higher to the next level. So definitely training harder, focusing harder, doing the most I can.
That's incredible. And when do you think you would know? Because I know you guys do pro days. Have you done a pro day before?
No, not yet. Usually senior year is when you get the scouts to come through and you do your thing, show off what you got. So.
Wow. And have you had anyone, you know, as of right now, kind of telling you that, you know, we got to keep up the momentum? You know, you're now been seen on SportsCenter. You have perfected this move, and people love to watch it. You know, I mean, it's working out very well for you. Have you had anyone just kind of tell you that this, not specifically that move, but, you know, just keep grinding, you know, not like you wouldn't have already have been doing that, yeah. You know, I mean, yeah. I know you would have been doing that already, sure. But how?
My mother and father, both of them, sometimes I think they plan it together, but they send me messages separately, saying the same things, just, you know, not even just super compliments. My mom may be the complimentary type, you know, great play, son. But my dad's more like, that was a great job. Now you need to focus on this, that, and the other. You know, he's always looking ahead, you know, and like always, just like in football, you know, you never can get a play back and everything's in the past. Them two moves are in the past now. So now I'm ready to move forward and have even more success.
That's wonderful. And you know, you're going to. And then on September 16th coming up, you got Lockhaven.
Yes, sir.
So going into that game, what's your mentality right now? Because that's this weekend, isn't it? Or is it a home game? Or
home game.
It is a home game.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Well, my focus is even like I said just before, even greater. I'm ready to start watching film early in the week. Making sure, you know, I do everything for my body, make sure my mind's right. I'm going at this game like it's I want this game to be the best game I ever have in my life. And then I want the next one to be the best. I just want to keep striving. I'll never be complacent, content. Because right now, I feel like there's so much more improvement that can be done. And I feel like that's what led me to my success over the years. Just, I feel like I can improve faster than others, and I'll never stop trying to improve.
And if there is a former or current player, let's go former because I'm all about the old schools. I told you I love Run DMC and all that stuff.
Right.
Yeah, right. But who's a former player that you've always kind of looked up to?
J-Mare Dutrell, slot receiver who was in front of me. My freshman year, he played. Sophomore year, I was my redshirt freshman year. He played redshirt sophomore year. I was behind him, and you know he pushed me. You know, it's always a competition. Even when you're on the same team, you always compete with each other because that's what makes each other better. And watching him play, watching his success, made me want to do better than him. You know, we joke around all the time. I call him the GOAT. He calls me the GOAT, and we. To the day, every practice, we would compete. Who's going to get more catches at practice? Who will get more touchdowns at practice? And he definitely inspired me to be better. And I think he's helped me become better. Just with his putting me under his wing, mentorship, showing me through his eyes how the game looked, helped me widen minds. So definitely, if I had to choose, it would be J-Mare Dutrell.
Wow. And do you feel as far as when it comes to mentoring somebody, have you taken people already under your wing?
Yes, definitely. I definitely try to pass as much knowledge as I can of the game. Definitely try to give them a boost. You know what I mean? I feel like when you're exposed early to the game and the challenges, then it makes it easier for them to be successful. It makes it easier. It makes them know, what to look out for, what to see when they're on the field. And definitely think mentoring and putting people under your wing can definitely improve a player. And I've done that, trying to make the players under me, their accolades even higher than mine.
And is it almost as if because you are a senior now, right?
Yes, sir.
So are you kind of okay, yeah, school's cool, like I'm ready for bigger, yeah.
Right. Plan A is definitely to make it to the next level. Professional ball is where I want to be. I feel like other than myself, I feel like that's the easiest way for me to help others as well. And I have a strong plan B with my safety management major, which I'm already working in that field. I have a job but plan A is definitely, I want to make it to that next level.
It isn't a big recent thing now that we're seeing, we always have been seeing, but the CFL is pretty prime time now too, right?
Yeah. Look, if it's professional, it's that next level, and I don't mind going to the CFL. People get picked up from the CFL to go to the NFL. But I just want to be as great as I can be, no matter what level I'm at.
And if you had to play for a team at the next level, who would it be?
Man, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I don't know. Maybe the hometown Steelers.
That would be very cool. That would be awesome.
Grew up in Pittsburgh, playing Pittsburgh. Yeah, that'll be nice. But other than that, if I make it to the next level, I really don't have. My choice doesn't matter. Wherever I go, it's fine with me. As long as I can help that team be productive and help my family.
Wonderful. And when you go home, you ever have any young kids who are playing football coming up to you now and stuff?
Yeah, definitely know a lot of young kids in my neighborhood, and with the Little League football, I try to help out with those guys. There's a Dorian Reed camp over the summer that I like to go to, really get with the kids and give them little tips and everything. Play around with them, moss them a couple times.
There you go. I don't know what mossing means, but I bet it's awesome. Yeah.
That's when you throw the ball up, it's you against another person, and whoever gets it, that's the person who mossed the other one.
Well, there you go. Somehow I feel like I'd be getting mossed. Yeah, no. But no, that's awesome, man. Obviously, congratulations with everything that's been going on, and everything's been going right. And you're making serious moves out on the field, and it's been incredible watching you. I do want to make it to the game this Saturday, right?
Yes, sir.
Now that I know that it's it's a home game, especially. And do you just go into this game thinking, it's me and machine when I step on the field?
Yeah. When I step on the field, you gotta be the best player on the field. I feel like if you go on the field thinking that you're not the best player, then you won't play the best. Or be the best player. Be the person that stand out. So I definitely strive for greatness. And when I step on the field, it's not personal, but I'm going to do whatever I got to do to make sure we keep winning.
Hell yeah. Badass. Well, Millie, thanks so much, man, for stopping in and doing the interview. Yeah, this was fantastic. Millie Raye, number 10. See him on SportsCenter and hashtag the Millie Spin. Love it. All right, guys, signing off. Millie, thanks again.
No problem.